everyone, how are you? Welcome to our another series of No More. Let's talk about sea. And I'm Sanskriti. I'm from Shipfinex, and we tokenize maritime assets where you can be the fractional ownership of a ship. So today we have a very special guest with us who has a wealth of experience in maritime industry and who has a knack of automobiles. So just name it: cars, ships, and bikes. Captain Sunil, over to you.
Thank you for this introduction. It's my pleasure that you have invited me to shoot this video.
To kick things off, could you tell us or introduce yourself to our audience?
Yes, I started sailing in 2002 and I have been at sea for about 21 years now and last 9 years as a master. I was very lucky. I was riding the high tide, so I got quick promotions and my progression in my career has been better than my expectations. And so I'm really happy to be in this career and sailing still in Merchant Navy.
Okay, that's fascinating. So, Captain Sunil, what is the favorite part of being the captain for you?
Favorite part of me to be captain is that you can run the ship whichever way you want, and contract duration, which is 3-4 months, is just right for me. By the time I start missing my family, I am home, and by the time I have had enough vacations, I'm again back on board. And the sense of responsibility and being in command of the ship and maneuvering, all these things, I really love that.
Okay, so on the flip side, what do you think? What are the most challenging part of being a captain?
Yeah, being a captain is definitely challenging because there is very high stakes on your shoulders from many parties. So you have to work towards everybody's interest, keeping everybody happy, and at the end, you don't have to risk the ship's safety or ship's performance. So these type of decisions once in a while become very challenging. Otherwise, you get your command only after having a lot of sea time at junior ranks. So you are well prepared in advance for your job positions and all the jobs which involve being a captain.
So I'm just gonna do a follow-up question with the challenges. That any climatic challenges that you ever faced while you were on the ship, like there was some storm, or I mean, some good story that you had.
Yeah, many times we face bad weather, but these days technology is very good. We get weather routing from the weather agencies well in advance. They make sure that we avoid these things as much as possible. But once in a while, you do land up in that situation. Once I was doing cargo operations. Cargo operations is done in the port when the ship is tied to a jetty. So the weather was such that it was pushing me against the jetty while other ships were being pushed towards the berth. So it was not affecting them so much, but I took a decision to stop cargo operations, disconnect, and cast off the ship without informing anybody. So these kind of things happen, and later it is always appreciated by the owners and the managers.
And adding to that, I feel having like understanding like ship owners or bosses or your crew, I think that also plays a very important part while you're making decisions. Well, while you know that after this decision, my peers and my like my bosses or my senior management will not be bothered as much, right?
Yes, this is the thing. That's why I encourage all my juniors and cadets who want to join Merchant Navy that you join with a good company. You should have a sponsorship with a good company. What happens is that then you get very good juniors and you get very good support from your owners and managers who are not so much into cost cutting, at the risk of safety or environmental hazards. So, but you do land up, if you are looking for quick promotion, sometimes you do land up in not so good companies, and then again you have to prioritize keeping everybody happy and take such decisions.
That sounds incredible. Okay, so for those who are aspiring to be a captain, so any piece of advice that you would like to give to them?
Yes, It's okay to dream. It was all once upon a time. It was my dream to be a captain. So it's okay to dream to become captain, but the path to become captain, you have to take the stairs. There is no elevator. So you must concentrate on each rank. Try to learn your job instead of trying to just progress up the rank. And if you are sailing at whatever rank, is my suggestion that you prepare yourself to the next rank. If you are third officer, you must take interest in the second officer's job. If your second officer, must take interest in the chief officer's job. So by the time you actually get that responsibility, you are well prepared, and you may not feel also that you are promoted now and you are doing a new rank.
Very wise words, Captain Sunil. So I'm just going to shift the focus a little bit. So, what do you think nowadays the biggest challenge in the shipping industry is facing?
Nowadays shipping industry is facing challenges related to environmental challenges, like everybody is trying to reduce the carbon content and sulfur content. Basically, we want to run the ship but not pollute the environment at the same time. Same is the case here on land, like we are moving on to electric cars. So similarly, now we are shifting the industry to use more cleaner fuel, which are more energy efficient and also at the same time cost effective.
Again, there's a follow-up question to that. So, how do captains are adapting this thing? How are they making sure that we are doing everything under the regulations and we are maintaining those limits and everything?
When such kind of regulations come into place, first of all, we are supposed to know everything in detail. If we are going to a new place, then we get the information from agent, what kind of fuel is allowed in this port or this area, and what is the point where we have to do the changeover. So these kind of things, we are really very careful not to do any violations.
Okay, so different ports have different kind of regulations and rules, right? Towards the fuels and these things. Or are they just one for all?
Yeah, basically right now we have two types of fuel. Yeah, in short, I will just tell you two types of fuel are there. Ship use diesel also for generators, and diesel can be used for main engine as well. And another one is fuel oil, which is a black color fuel. So that we use out at sea mostly, and in ports we are supposed to change over. These areas are emission control areas. So whenever the ship is crossing that area, we change the fuel. Like it's not like road where diesel car will run diesel and petrol car will run petrol. The ship will run both kind of fuel depending upon where what is allowed.
And I'm just recalling this thing that I think in the beginning of this interview, you told that you sailed your first ship in 2002, right? So I think it's been a long time. So what all changes and evolutions you have seen in the shipping industry while you have sailed throughout these years?
Yeah, when I started, there was a lot of physical work on ship, because I remember we had these derricks. This is something like used to lift equipment. So for turning it right, left, up and down, manual work was required. Similarly, making fast the ship, passing lines, a lot of manual works was required. Now technology has come, most of the things are automated. That's how number of crew on board has also reduced. When I started sailing, we used to be like 32 people on ship. Now you will only find 18, 19 on ship. So ships have definitely become more advanced, more safer. But on the other side, challenge has increased in maintaining the records, following the regulations, filling up the logbooks, doing the checklist, and KPI, key performance index, performance levels, and timely delivering the cargo and not wasting fuel, means basically efficiently and economically running the ship. These ways challenges have increased. And another thing which has happened is internet has come on board. So the main hazard that we were not connected to the world and not able to talk to our loved ones every day, now we are able to do video calls. So we are always connected. Out at sea also, we know what's happening in the world.
So anywhere in the sea you have good internet. I mean, or ship has the internet. I think you connect your devices from that. Am I right? I mean, you don't, of course, you cannot have your own network on this. I mean, I'm so sorry for the stupid questions, but again, it's the series. The series name is like, know more about C. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Not at all. They are not stupid questions. My daughter also asked these questions when she was on board. So, so many people who are not into shipping, they don't know, and there's nothing wrong in that. Yeah, so yes, absolutely. We connect to a Wi-Fi network. Wi-Fi network works on the VSAT, and this VSAT provides internet to crew as well as it is used for the onboard communication. And over a period of time, the cost of these VSAT has completely gone down. So owners have made it free, and I have been very lucky to be having this internet since 2006 because I was working for very good companies. And let me tell you that future of internet is even better because Elon Musk has launched his SpaceX satellites. So even that technology is being tested on many ships. So it's going to be even better.
Okay, so we all know that sailors, they travel around the world and they see different countries and beaches and whatnot. So, what is your which one is your favorite port, and what all favorite experiences that you have that you want to share with us?
I'm not somebody who likes to visit new places since beginning, but my job allows me to do that. So one port is Ghent in Belgium. It is still aesthetically and construction, everything they have maintained ancient construction. So if you go to that city, you will feel as if you are traveling in 90s, 70s or something, 60s something. So that was a memorable experience for me. Otherwise, mostly in ports, we are excited about shopping and getting us latest gadgets and all these things.
So I assume that you have incredible adventures. From your perspective, if a person wants to be a captain, what all qualities that person needs to have?
Captain should possess the main quality of performing different roles. He should not always be behaving like a captain. Sometimes he should behave like a father or like a friend, depending upon the situation, or some crew member may be going through some rough patch or some problems at the family. So these things we have to understand because you are like the father of the ship as well. And I concentrate mostly on the crew welfare and work rest hour because I feel that if you worry about if your crew is well rested or not and worry about their welfare, then everything else falls in place. And by doing that, there will be one or two situations when there will be emergency on ship, and then your crew may have to work little extra and nobody will mind doing that for you because they know, when there was no problem, that time this captain took care of their juniors. So this is one quality which I think every captain should have.
Okay, now we are coming to the end of this interview. uh, as we all know that our launch is coming soon, so what aspects of our platform's launch are you most excited about, and how do you think it can impact the maritime industry?
I like to see the Shipfinex right there in the mobile as an app. And you asked about the impact on seafarers. First time, we will be able to think like a businessman or like a owner, because when you are an employee, you always, think like an employee, get your salary, go home. But now when you have a fractional ownership, imagine you're working on that ship and you are fractional owner of that ship. Obviously, you will like to perform even better. So seafarers will get first time, a chance to be part of the investing where they are working. They are spending so many months on board, and so this is the most exciting part for me.
And cherry on the top, do you know what? As we are coming close to a launch, there's another thing that we have planned to put on our platform, that now ship owners can incentivize their crew, they incentivize their staff. So that way, it becomes this whole operational thing becomes so easy for everyone. And as we were talking that a captain or the second officer, first officer, chief officer, engineer, they can actually own that ship. They can actually feel that ownership, that yes, I'm working on this ship and now I own it some way or the other.
Yeah, so you mean to say that we do a good performance and we get some MRN coins or tokens, EXA. So this is a very good rewarding thing for seafarers. It will definitely keep them more motivated towards their work.
True, true. Uh, and again, I mean, as you were saying, I just remember this one thing that again we are coming up with these new exciting features that again you can there's a gamification thing that is going to come later on our platform where you can play games on that, and then again you can earn little more coins and here and there. So if you are on you are on board, and that's little more things for your own interest, from your own interest, so that way.
See, so this will first time make it very easy. Otherwise, as a seafarer sailing for last 21 years, I never thought, that how can I be owner, or how can I invest some of my money into the shipping where I'm working, where exactly I know how it works and how are the profits. And the best part, ships are very well regulated. So it is not like any other investment where you don't know where you are investing. There's a chance of losses are actually nil. There is no chances of losses here. So because ships are well insured and well regulated, and we all follow, there is no shortcuts here. So these ways seafarers should be the first one who will get the maximum benefit along with the ship owners.
Again, I mean, I remember the last time we shot our video. I mean, it was a very good experience with you, because when we went to that ship, again, I was doing my silly thing that I want to do this, I want to do that, but you were still. It was not even your ship, and you were like, thinking about their welfare. Okay, they must be sleeping. They must be, having their this thing, this and that. So that way, I mean, I think that are the qualities that you were talking about. The captain should have.
Yeah, absolutely. Even I had a lot of fun. The Shipfinex CEO, Vikas, he is my batchmate, so I really had good time with him and you as well. And your silly questions, I feel that there are no silly questions. There are only silly answers. So it was a very nice experience for me as well.
Okay, I think we have come to the end of this interview. Again, thank you so much for being with us. And again, we are working on our product. We are coming to we're coming close to our launch, and we'll make sure we come with a bang. Thank you so much for being with us and talking to us and sharing your experiences. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sanskriti, and the entire Shipfinex team who trusted that I can be of some use and making this video with me. Thank you.